All right, we are live. Hey, everybody, this is Dave Kettner with my wife, Mary Kettner. We have Janae Knight on the call here as well. In a few minutes, we're going to have Peter Carr is going to be joining us here. He had to get a few things done with his business before he hopped on the call. Lots of exciting stuff going on. Today is October 14th, 2015. You guys have been getting a lot of information from me, a lot of information from ASM and from Matt and Jason. Everything's been going on here, obviously, because the ASM course is going to be closing down for new members starting tomorrow. Not starting tomorrow, it's going to be ending tomorrow. So tomorrow on the 15th, which is Thursday night at 11:59 p.m., right before midnight Pacific Standard Time, the course is going to close down, and then it's not going to be available to new people anymore. So the purpose of this call here today is to just really interact with you. We don't have anything. I don't have any slides or anything like that planned for this. I'm going to walk you through some stuff and just have some conversations with you, answer your questions, and really just make sure that we let you guys know what you're going to be getting here with ASM, what we do, what you're going to be doing, and why it's really a no-brainer to get started here with this ASM course and take advantage of it before it closes down tomorrow night. I will let you know that there's two things I'm going to share with you at the end of the call here. One main thing is going to be a special bonus that's going to be for everyone who purchases the Amazing Selling Machine through our team, and it's something, well, I don't want to let the whole cat out of the bag yet, but I'll tell you right now, it's going to be worth double what you're going to pay for this course, and it's going to return that before the end of the year. So I'll just give you a little sneak peek, a little about what that bonus is going to be. I know Janae and Mary have both, we've seen this happen before with many people that have taken advantage of this bonus, and it's just something that's going to help you guys rock and roll and move faster than most of the people that are taking the ASM course that are all joining right now. So look forward to that. So let's just get started here right away. The first thing, I don't know if you guys know fully about myself, my wife, Mary, who's on the call there, and Janae, and also Peter is going to be joining us here. But so I just want to give you a little bit of about us, who we are, what we've been doing with this ASM business, and in a little bit here I'm going to show what that means for you, because we're going to be here working alongside with you, and all the stuff that we've been able to accomplish, and all the different failures that we've gone through as well. We're going to help you be able to narrow the road to be able to help you get to success a lot faster, and hopefully not to make those pitfalls that we've made, and just make life a lot easier for you. So I've talked a lot before on other videos and stuff. I'm going to let my wife here tell you a little bit about our story. Where we were 2 years ago, it was about 2 years ago that we got into ASM 2, October of 2013. And, a lot of the emails that I've been getting and different conversations I've been hearing from other people about their hesitations, there's certain things. There's one thing that we didn't have a hesitation with, and that was that this course was going to work for us. We saw all the success stories. We knew it was just a matter of putting the faith into it and making it happen. But there was one thing that we were struggling with, and that is a lot of people are struggling with it right now too. So I'd like Mary to share that story with you and where we were 2 years ago. So Mary, go ahead, take it away there.
Hi everybody. Welcome to our call, and in a minute we'll get to some questions that I know you guys have had. So just want to tell you a little something about what and how we came about finding ASM. We were looking for something because we were doing business, but it was just barely scratching the surface. We started just looking in general, online things so that we could work from home like we wanted to. When we started doing that, we also started praying and saying, wherever you want us, God, that's where we want to be. And when we did that, we came across the ASM course by watching an online video from Peter Carr whenever he was actually in this ASM promotion about how great this course was. I'll let him tell the rest of it. He tells it so much better. It was a great opportunity. We could see that the potential just from some of the pre-launch videos it was astounding. It was going to be amazing. No pun intended. We didn't have the money. We didn't have any cash coming in at all. We'd actually both been eking along on just a little bit of what we made through Amazon, selling other people's products. I didn't have a job for a couple of years, and even the work that we were doing because of no reasons of our own, got totally shut down. It was an MLM. It was somebody else's business. We said we didn't want to do that anymore. We wanted our own business. We need our own business so that we can control it. And that's when the ASM course came along. So what did we do? We found the money through putting it on our credit cards. Not just the course, but the product and the shipping and the labels, everything. We knew that this was going to work because the model is so rock solid. So the thing is that it's ASM and it really sells itself. It's about all the success stories, but it's also about a firm foundation about what Amazon is as a platform. Once you know what it is as a platform, you can apply all these tools and techniques which they teach you, and it really does come together and solidifies all those loose ends that when you first begin this course, your mind is asking. And it's like, how does this happen? And how does that happen? The course does it all. It really does. It's very comprehensive. And if a newbie like me, and I want to say newbie because I didn't work online for years and years and years. I did some MLMs about 2010, but I didn't have any real business, any of this. I didn't know what HTML was. I hadn't written any press releases. Amazon taught me, Amazing taught me all that so that I could sell on Amazon. And we are now able to do beyond our wildest dreams. The liberty that we have, how we can affect other people, customer service, all these are very important to us. And we kind of took our own style on some of these approaches. We believe in backing up what it is that you need questions on. We believe in mentoring people, and if I can learn all this and mentor someone in 2 years, you can too. It is about follow through though. You've got to watch those videos. Give yourselves 30-40 minutes every night. You have got to do the homework assignments, complete them, walk through them. They may not make sense at first, but they will when you get done. Get your product, get it in. Christmas is coming. You can do this. You can do this, I promise. So I'm going to turn it back over to Dave, and I will see if there's anybody has any questions.
Thank you, Mary. Thanks for sharing that there. I know people love to hear from you, so thank you for sharing the story there. And just so you guys know, I mean, we really did not. We didn't have the money. We were about ready to Mary. One of us was going to go back to work. And that was that's where we were at 2 years ago, and we decided that this was going to happen, so we put full force into this, and the rest is history. We started again the same time you're starting, the same time a month here, and then by the end of the year we had already done $40,000 in sales, of which about 45% of that was net, to give you an idea. So we not only paid for the course, we made it many times over, which was incredible. We just launched from there. And I do want to share, too, that Mary, like she said, she had I've been an internet marketer since '98. I stopped working, teaching full-time I stopped in May of, retire. I retired in May of 2009, and I haven't looked back since. But Mary, like she said, she started later with this, and she now does everything with this business. She's learned everything from the course. Of course, she'll ask me some questions here and there, but she has now launched. How many products have you launched yourself, Mary, so far?
About 5. I think.
There you go. Five products, and she's got some in the works right now, and she's launching them on her own. So even though we both work together, there's different aspects that I really enjoy about the business that I work on. There's other aspects that she really enjoys that she works on. So Janae, you want to tell us a little bit about where you come from and how that could help other people to be able to jump on and on board with ASM here and get running right away?
That's kind of funny because our story really mirrors yours, and we were at we were in a really desperate kind of situation. I had been trying to get an online business going for years did a lot of studying. I mean, I bought a lot of products. I didn't really follow the shiny object of the day, but I would get one and I would concentrate on it, and then it would just end up at a dead end where I was doing okay, but if I had to put so much more time in it if I wanted to make it continue, I never really had anything to show for it. I mean, all of this money invested, never had anything to show for it. And then a few years later, my husband got notice that his job, they were firing all of the managers so they could rehire them at minimum wage or whatever, and so he fell victim to that restructuring, and we were looking at a few months in the future, we were going to be without income, and I was pregnant at the time. So I sat down and, just like you guys, said a bit of a prayer and said, God, I know that my own business is the way to go. Just where do I need to go? And it came to me that Matt knew how to sell physical products. And I thought, well, this would be a really good product to sell. I had a product in mind, and I knew Matt knew how to sell them. So why don't I go and see about Matt's course, because I had bought a course from Matt to teach us how to sell online. And lo and behold, ASM 1 had just come out. He had specialized in teaching you how to create your own brand. And I thought, that's it. I mean, I don't believe in coincidences. Everything happened right at the right time. It turned out that I got to be in this course because I had invested in a previous course of his, and kind of like the beta of this program. So, and I knew Matt knew how it worked. I knew that he knew his stuff, that if I followed his program, that finally something would work. I promised myself I would not take any hunches. Promised myself that even though I thought I know what I'm doing, I think I know what's cool, you can't take the course, you can't take all of it and say, well, I'm going to take the whole course and then go back and see what I want to do with it. No, don't do that. You take it step by step, because he'll tell you, okay, this is what you do. Step 1. You don't have to worry about what's down the line. You don't have to worry about the tax man. Let me tell you, don't worry about paying taxes until you're making so much money that you have enough money to pay taxes. It's that simple. Don't worry about your brand. Don't worry about anything else. Everything is step by step. And I decided I was going to make a promise and follow it step by step. And sure enough, everything that I didn't know, he taught me. Every single thing, all of that money that you guys have invested in all this online business learning on how to sell online, how to make websites, how to write emails, whatever, it's all going to be used in this. You're going to be able to launch your own business with all of this knowledge that you've already invested. You're finally going to be able to recoup all of that money that you've invested. And we did that. I recouped everything I had invested over the last 10 years, recouped it in about 6 months. And we both work from home now. My whole family can spend our time together, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Sorry, there, I was muted there looking at the questions that were coming in. Thank you, Janae, for sharing. It's interesting how some of those stories were. And just so you guys know, if you weren't on our last webinar, Janae actually started before it was even called ASM. It was actually called AMM, which was, I think, Amazon Money Machine. Is that what it was prior to it becoming ASM? Yeah, so that's when she says she was basically a beta tester. That's what she was doing. She was brand new, and that was when there was no support whatsoever. I saw some of the questions that are coming in here, and one person actually was asking questions. I don't even think they know what we're talking about here. That's okay. That was from Antonio asking what the system is about. Antonio, we'll go over what this is, and then we'll give you some places to go where you can see exactly what we're talking about here. So hang on there. Hopefully you've seen some of the earlier emails. If you haven't, not a problem. We'll show you everything that's going on. But we're going to be answering the questions as we go here and showing you a lot of stuff as well. Everything you're going to get with the ASM program, what that means. If we have time, I'm going to show you a live example of how you go and find some opportunities and what we're going to be teaching you. And like I said, at the very end, I'm going to be going over the bonus here that everyone's going to get. that purchases through us that we haven't even talked about yet. That's going to show you how you can double the money that you are actually investing in yourself in this course by the end of the year, because we have something special coming up that's called the holiday shopping season. And for those of you guys that have only been on the buying side of that, haven't been on the side of actually the ones selling your products to these crazy buyers, you're in for quite the treat. We're going to show you, just how you can actually have one product just go crazy, and then by the time next year comes around, some of the numbers we would share with you would just kind of blow your mind. And we probably are not going to share those numbers with you because you'll think, no, this is impossible. But once you start seeing how sales can happen with one product, you're going to realize that, yeah, it is possible. Because let me give you, I told you I've been an internet marketer since 1998. I started following one of the first internet marketers I started following. His name was John Reese. And John Reese, when I started following him, was just starting to teach how to make money with little ads on your own websites, just creating content websites and having these little ads that were called Google AdSense ads. And what he said, and this is something that has always stuck in my mind, he said when he saw that he could put up one web page with content and get somebody, it doesn't matter who, someone online to click on his ad, and he got paid 29 cents for one click on that, that told him he had $1 million idea. Why? Because that one thing that works, showed him that it works, showed him that all it took now was to go ahead and do it over and over and over and over again, and then that would be coming in like clockwork. And it was. He built that business to, I think, if I remember correctly, he was making $10,000 to $20,000 a day just on creating websites and ads on them. Those days had long gone. People started copying it and doing it, and then things are always evolving and changing. One thing that has never changed is the product business. Products have been around. How long has products been around? People selling and buying things. They've been around for thousands and thousands of years. Well, what hasn't changed, what has changed recently, very recently, the near recent history, and I see Peter Carter just joined us. Hey, how's it going there, Peter? What has changed is the fact that now we have this online platform called internet e-commerce. And just so you guys know, some people are saying, whoa, I missed the boat with this. You guys are launching, this is the ASM 6 launch, right? There's no way that we can keep up with the people that got in when Janae did, or when Peter did, or when Dave and Mary did. But the thing is that it doesn't matter, because we have ASM 5 members that just came in this last spring that just are hitting their milestones of $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, because it's not saturated by any means, and we're at the precipice of the growth that's going to be happening here online, not only with Amazon, but all across the board in many different platforms. Amazon is just the beginning here. In fact, I heard a quote. I was listening to Matt and Jason on their earlier webinar. They had a Google Hangout earlier today. Did you guys know that out of all retail, out of everything, whether it be online retail or direct marketing or in the store retail, brick and mortar buildings, only 8% of all retail is online so far. Only 8%. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Because I'll tell you right now, once that hits 20%, that just tells us, for us who already have our businesses, and hopefully you guys will soon too, that's going to double and triple your business just because there's more buyers. All right? So, I know that, like myself and Mary, Janae and Peter, we have a product business. We all started on Amazon.com. That's what ASM first teaches you. Now we're expanding into Amazon Europe. We're expanding to Germany and Japan, and soon India and Mexico, Canada. All these different places Amazon's opening. It's just a matter of duplicating the process over and over. And then we start doubling, tripling, quadrupling our business. Then there's other things that are coming along. There's going to be other places that are selling online besides Amazon. People say, oh, what happens if Amazon goes away? Who cares? There's going to be other companies that come back behind there. We have our own product business, and we can sell that on any platform. It doesn't matter. Alibaba's making their own platform to compete with Amazon.com. I know Google's not happy right now because Amazon actually has double the amount of searches, which is all buyer traffic, than Google does on a daily basis. It's, people wouldn't even think that that's even true, but it is. So there's other companies that are out there that are trying to find a way to, they want us to sell their products on their platforms. Hey, that's great. The more competition, the better. That's more places for us to sell our product. So where does it start for you? This starts for you by, first of all, purchasing the Amazing.com course. The Amazon ASM, we call it for short. This is the 6th launch. And again, it ends tomorrow at midnight. So this is something that I hope that you guys fully listen to. You sit back and you do all your due diligence. You know, even if it takes you up to almost midnight tomorrow night, make sure you do your due diligence, do your research, because once you do, there is not anything better. This is something you're not going to want to miss. And if you don't hear it from other people's testimonials, I just hope you take the no-brainer guarantees that there are with this no risk whatsoever to get into do this. Because if it doesn't work for you, you can not only get your money back from the course that you purchased, but you can get your money back from the inventory. Plus, we offer a success guarantee, which I'll show you in our bonuses. So it's really no-brainer for you to jump on board what we're talking about here. We'll get in more on that here in a second. Now, Peter Carr joined us, and like I said earlier when we first started here, that he was going to be a little bit late. Peter, how's it going over there tonight?
Real good, Dave. Thanks. I apologize for being late. Scrambling around sometimes, but very, very glad we're here. So, and
Definitely.
For those of you listening, gosh, what Dave is telling you is so solid gold. It's just amazing. The opportunity now is bigger than it's ever been. And Janae's smiling. We can laugh about it because we've been doing this for a little while and recognize, we were trying to scratch things out when we very first got started. We've got the whole world in our lap right now, so it's an amazing opportunity. It really is.
And Peter, we all talked about a little bit about how we got started, where we're at, how we got involved, and really how we had no money to even get started. Can you give us a little share with everyone where you were at, and how you got started with ASM, and kind of some of the progress you made with it?
Gosh, it's kind of funny. It was painful at the time, but now I can look back and laugh a little bit. I had to borrow money to make my first product order and borrow money to make my second product order shipping from Japan or from China. And I know that it's a common story. Janae laugh about our ghetto labeling. I literally went to Kinko's and there's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of address labels. And I'm not very techie, so if you're not techie, don't let that be an obstacle. Oh boy, let me tell you. Anyway, thank you, Janae. That's exactly right. I go to Kinko's and I asked the gal, and I said, can you put, like, instead of an address on an address label, can you just put, like, a company name with great big red letters that fit right on there? And she goes, yeah, why not? And I said, well, I don't know. I'm just asking. So how much for a sheet of those address labels with my company name instead of an address? And she says, well, it costs $5 to set it up. And the sheet of address labels, I think they're either 99 cents or maybe $1.99 for 30 labels. And I thought, oh, wow. I have 100 units in my first order, so I'll order up 4 or 5 of these sheets. I think my labeling process came to under $20, obviously. The moral of the story is we started on a shoestring and a prayer, and the response was not like a few crumbs flicked from the edge of the table. My gosh, I bought 100 of these from China. I didn't even know what it was. It fit the criteria. Do what you're told, follow the steps. I had faith. It worked. I sold all 100 of them, and I bought 500 more, and I sold all of those. And I quit with the Kinko's labels. And I contacted my supplier in China, and I said, can you actually put my name on the package now? And they go, well, sure. Why didn't you ask us before? We could have done it the first time around. So learning as you go, the potholes and the speed bumps on the highway, the slope to success isn't this beautiful straight line curve that goes from borrowing money to get started to happily ever after, and the success stories that we like to share with others. My gosh, loop-de-loops and swirls and drop off the cliff and climb back up again, and don't reach in there to try and take that pork chop away from that pit bull, blah, blah, blah. It really is a rags to riches, and if you're at all interested, there's a couple of things that we've recorded. So it really is. I know Dave borrowed money to get started. I borrowed money to get started. Janae borrowed money to get started. If you have deep pockets, God bless you. If you don't, you can still do this. It is so doable. The playing field is 10 times bigger than it was when I started. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but Dave and Mary just bought another home, and I say another because I'm so happy for them. Another home? Are you kidding me? Janae, I think, is in pretty much the same process, moving and relocating. Because why? Because we can. I moved a year ago out of the big city to a comfortable, out in the country, clean air, slower lifestyle. Why? Because I can. So I can't emphasize enough, the opportunity that you have in your hands is 10 times bigger than what we had when we started. And I won't say that lightly. It's so, so true. I chipped away every day, working a full-time job, taking care of some family members that didn't have good health, and just keep working, stay up with the course, keep pace with the course, learn what you need to learn, and it will happen. It will happen. And your opportunity to do that is 10 times what mine was. I literally started before it was ASM 1. And if time allows, be thrilled to share the story with how Dave found out about that. But for now, that's enough rambling for me. Dave, please take it away.
All right, there we go. I had to find the mute button again. Thanks, Peter, for sharing that. Yeah, that's a story for another day there. But real quick, basically, the only reason why Mary and I are in this business is because we saw Peter on a testimonial video. I said, hey, we know that guy. What is he doing? So we called him up on the phone, and we say the rest is history there. But I didn't need to talk to Peter. We were gonna be sold on the thing anyway. But that just made it easier. He actually did help us by pushing us over the edge, because when I heard Peter was in it, I said, "Oh, Peter, just let's just share. Can I share your program there, since I don't have Mary and I don't have the cash to do that?" And he said, no, you can't." And why, Peter? We don't have the money. And the long story of it is, yes, you can share this with other people, but the thing is, your ASM account and your tools especially is only tied to one Amazon account. I've had a few people over this launch so far ask us about this, and they all decided finally to go individual accounts, because first of all, we don't know if this ASM course is going to be around anymore, especially at this price. And a lot of people hear what the price is, and for those of you guys that don't know, we'll tell you what it is in a minute. But it's either one payment of $49.97, or you can do payment plans it'll be a little higher than that. But even that, with that said, with what you get, it's really nothing. You hear people in the testimonials, they'll say it's a drop in the bucket. Well, it's not a drop in the bucket when you're not making that money. When you're not making that money, you're like, well, wait a second, this is a lot. How are we going to get this? How are we going to pay for this program? But the fact is that once you see these other people that are doing it, you know what's going to happen. And then once you put the effort and the time into it, it's going to happen. It's not a magic bullet. Don't think you're going to buy ASM and the things you're going to sell is just going to start rolling in. They're going to give you product that you're going to sell. They're going to sell it for you. No. You're going to be doing all this work yourself. We're going to give you everything you need to build this business. We're going to show you and give you all the coaching you need to build this business. But you are going to obviously be doing that yourself. And the thing is, you're going to be following the proven road of success, and you'll be able to get to that place. I do want to answer this question, because I know Kamran here has been asking us. He asked us in the Skype group, and now he's on here. He said he's based in the UK, and the ASM payments, it's US dollar. So how does that work out? How do I get the most bang for my buck? Basically, just so you know, it's all on the currency exchange, whatever that may be at the time. When you pay with your credit card or you pay with PayPal, it's all going to be transferred over to USD, to US dollars, and it's paid out that way. So, Corinne, hopefully that answers your question. I do want to share this though, and when I'm actually a person that has gone through a lot of schooling. I went and got my bachelor's of arts, and I got a dual degree. I got my degree in history, secondary education, and then after that, when I was teaching, making very little money. I think my first year teaching was in 1997. The first year of teaching my own classroom, and my salary was, you're gonna love this. My salary was $22,500 in US dollars, which basically wasn't enough money to really survive. But luckily, I was a single person. But forget about trying to raise a family on that kind of money. And then with some extra coaching, I think I got to $25,000 that year. Well, in a few years after that, they said, well, you need to get your master's now. So I actually had to go back. I had it, part-time in the evenings and weekends. I had to get my master's. I got my master's in educational technology. It took me 3 years, did it all online, and I completed that in 2007. In 2009, I retired from teaching, as I said earlier. So I'm not using any of that schooling for what it was meant to be. The education, though, has gotten me into a place to be an educated person. But my whole point here is how much money did I spend on the education that I'm not doing anything with right now? You know, there was no direct application to that. In fact, I went to school for history secondary education, and never once was I a history teacher. Go figure. That's the stories in itself. And then I went to school for educational technology, and not once did I teach education, the technology aspect of education. Anyway, the whole point is that this course, compared to what it would cost for other educations, what it would cost to go to a seminar with Robert Kiyosaki or one of those seminars with it's a master motivator thing, that might be $5,000 in itself, and then it's up to you to take and start implement that in whatever that you're doing. Here, this is a proven course, step by step, A to Z, that's going to teach you, which I'm going to show you here in a second, everything from finding your own product, which most of you people don't have a product yet. That's okay. ASM shows you how to do it. None of us here that are on the call talking today had our own product to start. Like Peter said, he started with a product. He didn't even know what it was. He just followed the formula, what ASM told him to do. They found a good opportunity. He started selling it, didn't even know what it was. In fact, I don't even know if some of his first customer service questions that came in, if he said, well, let me find out for you, right, Peter? I don't know if he even, although his complexion, you'll see his complexion on his face, it looks really good because he started using his product. And now he doesn't look like he's 74 at his age. He actually looks like he's 46. So, and I do apologize. Peter is not that old. He is only 66. Anyway, so, and that's not true either. I'm just making that stuff up. Peter is the ripe old age of what, 57, Peter? Looking great? 56?
I'm not going to answer that, Dave, but thanks anyway.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, we call him Grandpa. He looks great, and he's the wisdom of our group. Anyway. Anyway, the whole point is that you're going to find a product that is already selling on Amazon, okay? Amazon, ASM teaches you how to do that. Then you're going to go through and you're going to find suppliers, whether it be in China, United States, or anywhere in the world. It doesn't have, you guys don't want to go to China, you don't have to. We just go where the best opportunities are, whatever works best for you, that's where you're going to go. We're going to teach you how to find the supplier. You're going to find suppliers that have products that are not copyrighted, they're not patent. You can actually, what we call, private label those products and then sell it as your own brand. Once you start selling your product with your own brand, guess what? You own it. So now not only do you know how to sell, you learn how ASM how to sell, you have a place to sell it partnering with Amazon, but you have your own product that is yours, you own. It's not like network marketing, it's not like door-to-door sales. You know, you own this product, it's your business. In fact, our goal, if you really want to hear what the long-term goals are, for all of us that are on this call, a lot of people in our group, our 4 to 5 year goal is to sell our businesses for buco bucks. So we're going to have people that are other companies, big companies, that are going to take us, the smaller companies, and buy us out. And they're going to be able to buy us out on the multiple of 4 or 5 years of what we're doing. And if you think of it, if we're doing a couple of $1 million a month, which would be $25 million a year, and if you do a 4 to 5 year multiple, now we're talking a buyout of over 9 figures. That is doable with this business, and that is what you can acquire. And guess what? After you sell your business, let's say you only got a 10% of that. Would you be happy selling your business for 7 figures? You know, there's a lot of opportunity here. Okay, I think 10%, that would even be 1% if I was doing the numbers correctly. But 10% would be 10 million. Anyway, the point is that this is the kind of businesses we're talking about. There's a company, when I first started this business 2 years ago, called, and you could look it up on Amazon, and it's called Anker, A-N-K-E-R. Terrible name, I think, because they're a cell phones and accessories niche. When I first started with ASM, my wife and I, we saw an opportunity in the external power cables, external power banks. And at that time, this Anker was just starting this company. And I said, hey, I can compete with these guys. We did all right. We did a lot of those sales for that Christmas that year, but we don't sell that product anymore. It just was a harder market to get into, and at this time, actually, I don't even recommend cell phones accessories. It's a very difficult market. There's a lot more easier opportunities that are out there. That will come in your training with ASM. But my whole point is here that I just heard that this Anker company is now, they are now doing $100 million a year on Amazon. They started just like you and I are starting here. They just started a little bit earlier. They started with they started just doing a little bit more, and now they have a lot of employees, and they're doing $100 million plus on Amazon. It's crazy. But that's what is possible with this business. And I know a lot of people on this call are just looking, hey, what can I do to be able to change my financial future? What can I do to be able to help out my family? What can I do to be able to make my house payment? What can I do to be able to take a few more vacations a year? What can I do to quit my job? All of us here were working full-time jobs before we started getting involved in this. For me, again, I did some other stuff first, but I was working a full-time job when I was building my business on the side doing e-commerce. The problem was I was doing other people's products. I didn't start selling, Mary and I didn't start selling our own products until we saw this business. So what I want to show you right now is what you're going to get. I'm going to switch over here to my my window here. Hopefully you guys see that. And this is, I just logged into my amazing.com account. Now everybody is going to get a login for amazing.com once you, and you probably already have it, you just don't have the course yet. Because when you click on course, then you have all these different courses, and as you see, I have all of them because I believe in everything that Amazing does and everything that it teaches, and I have all these different courses. You'll have one that says Amazing Selling Machine 6. It doesn't, if you notice, I don't have that yet because it doesn't start until Friday. After the course closes Thursday night, it opens, I believe, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will then have an Amazing Selling Machine 6 in there, and it will say 6 because it's all redesigned course. What I want to show you, though, is when you log in here, you see a lot of cool things, especially where it says, you know, recent activity. These are people that are getting milestones in their business. So we just have a whole bunch of people that just came on board. So you see people posting, they just, you know, are setting their stuff up or whatever. People are just getting their inventory, they're getting their first sales, you know, all this stuff. They're setting up their profiles. There's a lot of new people that just came on board here. But you'll start seeing things like this. This person just hit their $5,000 a month revenue badge. So this person over here. In fact, if you scroll down to the bottom right-hand corner, this is where I love over here. It shows you top badges in the last 30 days. Just the last 30 days have hit these milestones. And you have this person right here, Mel's Terloon, or I can't pronounce very well, $250,000 in revenue a month. And then you hit the thing there, it'll tell you his story. We have, I'm sorry, actually that's just a picture there. You have Gowdy, $250,000 a month. Stefan's, $100,000 a month. Then it goes down 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. You have all these people at 50,000 a month. Then all these people at 25,000 a month. And it just keeps going. Look, all these people at 25. It stops because it just keeps on going. And this is just in the last 30 days. And there's always new people coming in here posting these things. Let's just say, you know, I don't know when this person came in. I don't know who this person is at 250K. But if it took you 2 years to get 250K, would it be worth building this business for you? How could $250,000 a month in revenue change your life with a 35 to 50% net? Great question, huh? That's why when we sent the emails, we said, do you want to change your financial future? This course will show you how to do it. I'm not saying that the average person does this because this person has worked hard to get to where they're at. All of us have. It takes effort. It takes action. But this is what's possible with this business. In fact, there are a few people that have their $1 million a month badge. And there's one person I know of that has a $2 million a month badge. That is possible if you work your butt off here. So what I want to show you is what you're going to get. You can come in here. Again, you're going to have one that says Amazing Selling Machine 6. I'm going to go to the one that says 5 right now because that's the one that's live. So if I go to Amazing Selling Machine 5, it's going to show you everything you get here. It looks like my system is a little bit slow, and it's probably because we have all these new people that have come on, so it's just going a little slower than normal. Everything is laid out in module form. So when you first log in, when you first purchase the program, you're going to get a welcome module, and it's just going to be going through some videos in there, welcome videos, you know, welcome to Selling Machine, you know, how to get your badges, how the whole process works. And then on Friday, you're going to launch, you're going to get access to module 1. And then every week thereafter, you're going to get access to the next module. And it's just going to keep on giving you access until you finally get access to all 12 modules. So you are going to have that training, and you can access it whenever you want. In fact, if I were to click on this link right now, Selling on Amazon with Seller Central Overview, it's going to take me to that video, and I can play it whenever I want, and I can go back and watch it over and over again, and as many times as I want. See, there's me. I actually was one of the trainers for Amazing Selling Machine 5. All right, and you can go through back and forth and get everything you need, and it also has notes here. It has the guide for training as well. I see someone asked about the payment plan. I'm going to show that here in just a second. Mary, I'll get to that here in 1 minute. I just want to make sure that I show everyone here the course. So everything is laid out in module form, comes out every week. and you get access one after the other, and it'll lay things out for you step by step by step. In fact, you'll see here, even this video 6 here, for people that are international, people are like, well, how am I going to get paid? Do I have to go to the United States to set up a bank account? No, you don't. You set up an account called World First Account, and this video teaches you how to do that. So Amazon will pay you to that account, and then World First will pay you to your bank account in your home country. That's why we say with this business, all you need is a computer and the internet and this knowledge with the tools, and you can do this business. All right, so this goes through all the modules. You have bonus videos and all that good stuff. That's all in the course area. The tools area, this is all the tools you get access to, and you'll get access to these things as you need them. I'm not going to go through each one, but I'll tell you right now, all these tools, if you were to figure out how much it would cost you to have these tools, and some of them aren't even available, but if you were able to pay them monthly, it would cost you more than $5,000 just for the tools. Okay, and you get all that as part of the program. The community, this is where you go in, you start interacting with other ASM members, and you bounce ideas off things, off each other, you learn things, people will share their struggles, their successes, all this stuff, and you just go through and you help one another. We have a lot more access actually in our own community, which is through bonuses through our own Facebook group. I very rarely come in here because we have more intimate access in our Facebook group. But that's the community. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, and there's the webinars, the community, the recordings, everything is in here. So I just wanted to give you a quick show of what that is, what's in the amazing.com course. Guys, am I missing anything? Is there something big that I missed? I know I went through that really quickly, but I just wanted to show them inside amazing.com. Is there anything big that I missed?
No, we got people wanting the link and wanting to know when they can have access to our group.
Oh, okay, well then let me just show that right now, because let me show you something real quick here first of all. The Amazing Selling Machine bonuses. If you guys haven't seen this, I'll set up a redirect link so you can go right to that, so you can get started with that. So Janae, Mary, and Peter, do you guys want to just go over some questions while I set this up?
I would like to address the question of market saturation again, because I just had a thought. Now, if the market was saturated, would I have released 40 new products this year? How many new products did you release this year, Peter? Any? Okay, and I know Mary, well, I know Dave's been selling for a while. Mary just started on her own. I mean, that's what, 5 this year?
Yes, that is 5 this year since March.
Right. I have 4 that I'm tweaking right now with my supplier. Those will be released probably first quarter 2016. I just had a new product just in time for Christmas. So, I mean, that's at least 4 for first quarter. Didn't quite make it for Christmas, but that's okay. Yeah, if it was saturated, would all of us that are already in it, would we be releasing any new products? No, I don't think so. There's no such thing. I mean, what did Dave say? 8% of all revenue everywhere? Mm. That's it. Although the majority of it is on Amazon. That's where the customers are. But only 8% online. And think about Amazon growing by billions this year, okay? They're growing by billions. And millions of customers, billions of dollars, and the number of sellers has practically not even budged. Even Amazing Selling Machine, with the thousands of people that are taking this course, hasn't even budged the needle over the last few years. So, no, it's not saturated. The pie is big, okay? There's plenty of pie for everybody. Even if you got the same product, there's more than enough for everyone. So definitely no fears.
I couldn't. That's so brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that, Janae. It's so true. Put this in perspective. I have 4 new products, and I have 8 more on the way. And in the past 2015, Canada has come on board and Mexico has come on board. So that's just the North America. There's already Amazon Japan, Amazon Europe, there's going to be Amazon India, and after that is Amazon South America. my gosh, our playing field expanded exponentially. It's like a quantum leap. If there are 100 million products on Amazon right now and people making money selling them, my gosh, if you see the statistics for things so trivial as a kitty litter scoop selling thousands a day from one seller. I'm not exaggerating. When you see numbers like that, you go, huh? That makes no sense to me. But that's the reality of what we're dealing with. This playing field is beyond your current comprehension. So when you dive in, just know that the idea of picking a product, you can almost throw a dart at a dartboard. An expression from an old friend of mine from the Deep South says, even a blind hog finds acorns. There's acorns everywhere, okay? I know that's kind of crazy, but Janae, thanks. That's such a tremendous analogy. That was awesome. Thank you.
Also, very good point both of you made, and I just want to stretch this out there. We were going to try to get into Europe before Christmas, but with all the expansion we've been doing, we've been unable to expand into Europe, but it is prime for the taking. It is open and accessible, and it is so easy. There again, this is Amazon taken overseas. So you've got all that knowledge you take with you. Yes, there are some different things that you have to know about different countries, and there's translation issues and so forth. Those are all things you'll be able to overcome once you start selling here in the U.S. because you'll have the funds to be able to get those answers, to be able to get that help, because you have to outsource at some point. And so this is all about the beginning stages. This is really baby steps here in the first beginning that you are fixing to take when you buy this course. And it's going to take you to an entirely different playing field, just like Peter said. It's going to be astronomically mind-blowing. There's going to be a lot of intelligence you're going to learn. There's going to be a lot of things that you're Okay, Dave, I see you put that that link up for everybody to purchase, right?
Yeah, let me explain what that is there. And that looks like we had some, my thing went blank there for a second, so I sorry if I was a little bit of a delay.
Oh.
I posted the sticky note right there at the top of the chat. There's 3 links there. The first one is davekettner.com/go. Now, just so you know, these are all generic links. I know there's a lot of different people that are basically affiliates through us. We're all with amazing.com. There's obviously this course, ASM, is through amazing.com, and we're actually just promoting theirs because we believe in it. Now, there are other people that are promoting through us to get the bonuses. This will make sure that everything will be tracked to the right person. So if you go to davekettner.com/go, it will take you to our bonuses page. If you guys haven't seen that yet, highly suggest you take a look at that because it's over $28,000 in free bonuses that you're going to get from our team, including the Facebook group that I was telling you about, which if we have time I'll show you here in a few minutes what that is, including our success guarantee, which is basically we're guaranteeing that you will have success making at least the money back from this course, or I will personally work with you to coach you after everything's over to get you to a point where you're succeeding. Because when it really comes down to it, the reason why you're purchasing this course is because you want to make money. You want to change your financial future. You don't want to get a refund, right? You want success. So that's what the success guarantee is. We're going to guarantee it's going to happen for you, even after all the other guarantees and bonus and the money back guarantees are all gone. Okay? So ASN gives you the 30-day money back guarantee. They will guarantee up to $2,000 of your inventory even if you want a refund before 30 days is up, and that goes up to November 15th. But if you go beyond that, we have our success guarantee and all our bonuses. Check that out there. Theamazing.com/go. That's if you guys are ready. You're ready to purchase right now. Go to that link and purchase. That'll take you right to the buyer link. And I'm going to show you something here in a second. In fact, I'm going to show it to you right now. I'm going to click on theamazing.com/go, and I'm going to switch over my screen because I want to show you guys something that hasn't been advertised. And it's something for people that are in the United States that need a payment plan. So here's this, that amazing.com, I'm sorry, the davekettner.com I'm sorry, the amazing.com/go will take you to this page. Now, notice here, when I put in the United States, before I put in the United States, it only showed one payment of, and what am I missing here, guys? Because that's the wrong.
You're on Social Secrets, not Amazing Selling Machine.
Weird. Why did that? Hang on a second. Let me make sure I get this correct.
Just a thought, guys. You know, when you're ready to expand with your ASM business, you'll have access to be able to purchase these other courses. Social Secrets is about Facebook. They've got others that are just totally amazing from the same team. So
all right,
just
so
something to keep in mind.
I'm going to change that sticky note because that link should have gone to the right page. It's not. So it's a good thing we checked that. That's going to the wrong one. I'm taking out that direct purchase link because it's not working. Okay, what you'd want to do is if you go to the bonuses page, on the bonuses page, if you click on the Buy Now button, that'll take you to the right one, where it's to start your future. You click on Yes, I want to take the next step, and that takes you to the buying page. Sorry about that. I was wondering what was going on. Now, when you come here, it should say Amazing Selling Machine Secure Registration. Now, again, I'm going to take this out because it's just pulling in who I am. And when you put your information in there, it has one payment of the $4,997 or 4 monthly payments of $1,497. For those of you guys that are in the U.S. that want a better payment plan option, as soon as you put the United States in there, you'll see it has a third option, which is as low as $440 a month with Affirm, which is a 12-month payment plan. So they have other options for people that are in the United States. Unfortunately, that's only for people in the United States. If you're outside the United States, you have two options. You have the one payment of $4,997, or you have the 4 monthly payments of the $1,497. If you are in the United States and you want a better deal, you can put that in there, and that can give you a 12-month option. Basically, and I get this question a lot from people, where people say, well, you know, how long is it going to take me to make that money back? How, you know, when is it going to be that I will then using my profits to make my payments? And it really depends on you. And I'm going to switch over to, let me switch back over so you can see me talking here, which, let me get back. Too many things open. That should bring me back. There we go. Okay, so it really depends on you. It depends on your product, your opportunity. Like I said, though, I'm going to show you something here at the end of this call that is a special bonus that I'm going to show you how you can make your, double your money. So $5,000, you can make $10,000 by the end of December. And I'm going to give you a special bonus for all you guys that are buying through us that's not on our bonuses page. And I'm going to give it to all our buyers, not just the people that are buying from our call here right now, but everyone that purchases through us and our team. I'm going to do a special bonus next week, and it's going to take you and put you on fire to be able to at least double what you're going to be paying for this course, even if you made the $5,000 payment. So hopefully that'll answer your question. So it's October, middle of October. So in 2.5 months, I'm going to show you how you can make that money double, and then just have your business go crazy from there. That I'm going to share here in 1 second. If you then go to that third link, let me show you one more thing here. If we switch back again to there. And that third link takes you to this. Now, on the Hangouts today, if you guys got a chance to listen to Matt and Jason's Hangout, if you didn't, then there's no recordings. But I want to share with you guys a secret. The secret is that they offered this My Personal Mentor bonus just through people on the Hangout, and they said anybody that purchases through today, so even people that purchased last week, the first day, you can get this personal mentor bonus, but this will not be available after today. Okay, so for the closing day tomorrow, if you purchase tomorrow, you won't be able to get this. If you want this, I highly suggest you get it right now, because right now we're at just about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. You still have a couple of hours to take advantage of this to get this. If you want to take advantage of this, you can click right here. It says, yes, I want my mentor in ASM now, and this will give you access to the special bonus. Let me tell you what this is, and I am sure Janae and Peter know about this. They offer 3 bonuses here. One was product selection, review, and feedback, where once you pick your product and think you have an opportunity, you're going to be able to run that by Amazing.com support, some of their experts, and they're going to give you a yay or nay and let you know basically if it's something good, you're good. you're good, you're following everything correctly, it looks like a good opportunity, yes or no, and they give you some feedback of how to, what you missed, or and make sure that you are actually having the right product to move forward with. That's huge. Number two, you're going to have a person look at your listing. After you go through and you create it, you learn the training of how to create your Amazon listing. They're going to give you a review and feedback for you of how you did and how you can improve upon that, or if it's just good the way it is. That's huge too. The third thing is they're going to give you 2 one-on-one 30-minute coaching with sessions with a successful ASM member. So ASM member like us who are doing really well. You're going to get 3 30-minute consultations. That's just incredible. Most of the time, I know that we charge about $500 an hour usually for a one-on-one for an hour. So that's a huge bonus right there in itself. Even if someone was only charging $100 for that hour, which would be very cheap, that is a huge bonus, and you'll learn a lot from that because you can pick the mind of a successful person besides the access you have to us. And then the last one is really cool because one of the ways that we're going to show you how to take your products and go on fire, especially for the Christmas, the holiday shopping season, is with Amazon sponsored ads. And basically what it is it's paid ads that you put up on Amazon, where Amazon gives you the best opportunity to sell your product, because remember, they have a stake in your business. We're partnered with them. They get a percentage of all the sales that go through, so they want to help you sell too. Well, ASM is going to give you a $250 reimbursement of your first Amazon sponsored ads campaign. So it's $250 of free money basically. And all they say is, if you can read all the stuff that's on this page, in fact, I don't think it's up anymore. I just clicked through and it's not live anymore. It's because they're taking it down. You can still get access to this, but basically the only stipulation was that you have to do these you can qualify and get all these things before December 31st, 2015. So, for example, if you only sold $150 until December 31st, then you're only going to get a $150 reimbursement. And you want to take advantage of those coaching bonuses before the end of the year as well. So, what I would highly recommend is purchase tonight. Purchase right now if you haven't, or if you already did. Either way, make sure, as long as you purchase ASM 6, send a support ticket to support@amazing.com and say, I want my personal mentor bonus, and you will get it. If you purchase tomorrow, you're not going to get it. If you don't purchase, obviously you're not going to get it. So this is something that I'm sharing with you tonight. I spoke to Matt and Jason about it. Let me get rid of that there. And this is something that is a special bonus for you to take advantage of. And most people don't know about it. I'm sharing it with you guys because it is something that's available right now, and it's not going to be tomorrow. And so if you did already purchase and you're already on our group, make sure that you send that. It's support@amazing.com and just say, I want my personal mentor bonus, and then you're good to go with that. May says, can you make the $440 payments from your credit card without having to go through a firm? The answer to that is no, May. The only way to get more than the 4 monthly payment plan option is to do it through a firm. A firm is a company that Amazing.com partnered with, and they're the ones that are doing the financing, so that's the only way to do that. If you're using a credit card, though, if you have the credit, just do what we did. Put the entire payment on your credit card, make your payments until on the card, and then it's actually going to be a better percentage for you anyway. It's only going to be $5,000 instead of doing the $6,000. So that's what I recommend with that. What's a question you guys are seeing as I was talking through that you see that we have to that we should hit upon? May says, if you sign up through my personal mentor, can I still be part of your group with bonus? Of course, yes. Everything. This is all additional stuff you're going to get, May, and anybody else who is wondering. You're going to get our bonuses as well. In fact, what you're going to want. In fact, all you guys that are on this call. The reason why you're on the call is because you came through to either one of my links or one of our other affiliates' links. They're all tied through us as the affiliate, and because of that, you are going to be tied to our bonuses. All you need to do is after you purchase Amazing.com ASM, you're going to want to go ahead and forward your ASM invoice, which will get to your email, and forward it to, which the instructions are on our bonus page. We're going to forward to our team, kettnerteam@gmail.com, and we'll make sure we get you under bonuses right away and into the Facebook group and everything. Let's see. Comrade says, I have another question. You won't start charging us if we need support with anything once courses start. Let me see. You won't start charging us if we need support with anything else. I think if you need extra, Comrade, everything is included. We don't charge you for anything extra. Everything we're doing for our bonuses, this is all included with your purchase. We're not going to charge you for anything else. You're going to have more than anybody else. You're going to have an unfair advantage even over the people that are in ASM 6 because you're going to get all these bonuses through us. In fact, I'm going to actually go through real quick and show you what those bonuses pages look like real quick and show you what you're going to be getting. So this is our bonuses page, and as you come through here, there's a few things. Our webinar from last week, that's a really good webinar that we launched the program. There's some really good testimonials in there. Check that out. I thought it was funny, actually. See, you can't really see. I look so unhappy in that picture. I wish you could change some of these snapshots. People say, hey, you didn't look very professional. I'm wearing an amazing Selling Machine shirt there. Anyway, I never really think I showed it to anybody. Cool video here, interview I did with Matt last spring, and it's something that really shows the heart of what Matt and Jason are all about and really what we're all about, why we do this. In fact, that's a good thing to talk about right now, too, is why do we do this when we're so successful? And the thing is that people helped us, and we're in turn paying it back, and we want to help you. And to be very honest with you guys, we learn just as much from you, if not more, than you learn from us. Working together in a community actually forwards our businesses more than you can imagine. And it is just such an amazing collaboration that we've all done here together. And we really, the more we do for the common good, the more we better each of our own businesses. And we make friends for life. It's really incredible. But go down here, look at the bonuses. All these things, comrade, is what you get for free when you buy through us. You get all these coaching bonuses. We do live webinars once a week, in addition to other bonuses that you're going to get, other live webinars. But we have coaching webinars that go along with all the main modules. Our Facebook group, in fact, I'm just going to go into my Facebook group right now because I don't think I showed this last week. We have an amazing interactive Facebook group that you're going to get access to. It's a private group that you can't get in unless you're a member of our team, and it looks like this right here. And you'll be able to go through here and you'll see what people are posting, what they're talking about. They ask questions. They're asking about different things, how they're ranking, how to talk to maybe support, how to get things happening here. There's one person that posted on here tonight that they're actually looking to clear out some inventory because they're having some personal and family issues, and we have someone that's already purchasing them, going to sell them there. All this stuff. There's some great things that happen in here, and it's just interactive, more support, very supportive. In fact, I think there's more interaction here that goes on than the ASM community, and it's very personal. We have about 800 members in here, and so it's still on a very intimate basis, and it's really great what we have in here. In fact, if you click on the photos, this is really cool because you'll see some of these testimonial shots that we've shown on our bonuses page. You'll see some of them in here. This is Richie right here. He's actually the doctor that was on our call last week, and he finally had his new inventory arrive. That's DHL coming on Monday, and he was all excited about that. You don't have to have things shipped to your house, but he chose to do it that way. You see other people that have their first inventory items, the boxes they have come to their house before they ship it out to Amazon, and so on. So cool things with that. We have files in here, tons and tons of different files of recordings and PDFs and things that people have created just to help one another, and press release guides, team files, ASM tools, a whole bunch of stuff in here. Definitive guide to social media marketing. I mean, there's so many different things in here that we don't even tell you about in the bonuses that you just have access to. We all work together to create, again, more things that help us with our businesses, and we share them with one another. And that's just a tip of the iceberg. Just these bonuses that we're showing here, just really the start of so much more that you're going to be getting. We do live team training. Last time we had a live event in Arizona in August, and it was a 2-day event, and we had Robert Kiyosaki was one of our speakers. In fact, a lot of people on this call here are here because Robert Kiyosaki not only recommends the Amazing Selling Machine as one of the best ways to start in business if you're not in business already for yourself, but he also recommends me personally and our team for all the support that we do through the ASM program. He highly recommends us, and that's why he's spoken at our events. He's written a book with me, and so on. We have expert videos, and I think this is interviews. This is the one that Peter was talking about. He goes in depth about how he got started, and I do as well. All kinds of different videos and support and resources that we've done, all this stuff. But make sure you go through this page It's just tons and tons and tons of different things we have in here that helps you along with this business, and it all comes free. The very last one, which I think is bonus number 9, is what I was telling you before, is the ASM Success Guarantee. And this is where, like I said, if this isn't already a no-brainer for you, if the 30-day money-back guarantee is not a no-brainer, if the $2,000 inventory guarantee is not a no-brainer, if the coaching guarantee, free coaching is a no-brainer, this one should make it a no-brainer for you, because I personally guarantee your success. And what you're doing here by committing to yourself, by investing in your future, I'm going to make sure that it happens for you. Again, as long as you're taking the action. If you just think you're going to be coming on here and having us do all the work, that's not going to happen. You have to take the action. In fact, you see in here I put that you have to go through and do all the action badges, which is specifically the work that you have to do to make this business happen. And if you go through all that and you're still haven't at least made your money back, I will personally I'll work with you until that happens for you. And then down here, of course, all the different testimonials that we have from our team. And they'll just tell you that not only is this the best business to get started with online right now, but we're the best team to get started with. And then everything we're talking about here is real. And then all through here, you'll see the buy buttons. All these buy buttons will take you exactly where you need to go and to purchase the course. So let me switch back. Am I coming back there yet? All right, there we go. All right, I'm starting to get long-winded. What am I missing as far as some of these questions that are here, guys? You guys look like you're going through and answering things as we go, huh?
Some questions on what initial investment besides the course are they looking at to get their first product up? I suggested that to be comfortable, I would suggest $500 to $1,000. Of course, more is always better, but you know, I started with $100 because that's all I had, and I made it work. I mean, look at me now. I own a $1 million business. So, yeah, it's just a matter of how hard are you willing to work.
And if you have a lot of money to get started with inventory, again, I even still, we're, like Janae just said, she has a $1 million business. We have a $1 million business. Our new products, we start with 100 items. Which, like Janae said, it could be anywhere from a couple $100 up to $1,000. We tend to rarely go over $500 with our first inventory orders. In fact, a lot of these orders I just did, they're anywhere between $300 or $400 for 100 items. We're not talking that much money to get started here. So that's and we're not talking about starting with going totally crazy with the best things too. Like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you next week this special bonus that I'm going to be doing with you that's going to show you how to get started fast and selling for Christmas, making a lot of money that's going to more than double pay for your course right away. So that's highly, highly important that we talk about. Paul says, my latest launch is $467 for 500 units. So he's under $1 per unit for 500 items. Thanks, Paul, for sharing that. And then Matt says, did you buy your drinking cup on Amazon.com? This, my cup of lemonade here, it's just a Fat Tuesday cup that I had from Fat Tuesday, so I actually got it for free. I didn't purchase it on Amazon, but there's other stuff here that we get from Amazon all the time. So there's, I know Mary, you want to share how much we actually purchase? There's all the stuff Janae's showing, all the stuff she purchases from Amazon. We get stuff showing up at the house all the time. Mary, what else are you seeing there?
Just people talking about inventory cost. I see some of our people that are overseas are concerned with the exchange rate. But this is really doable. It is not impossible. You can start with a small amount of product. You can start with a couple products if you've got deep pockets, or if, like Dave and I, we had different passions. He went in one brand direction, I went in another. And it really fit us well. And that helped us then blog about it and make websites and have interesting information to give our customers. So it really, I would encourage you to not just buy ASM, but really you kind of start living that online seller, and Amazon is just a platform because you can go in many different ways. There's Shopify sites, there's all kinds of email programs you can do, and even going into so many other areas with ASM, it makes it so viable. You know how to market, you know how to advertise. You can go into other platforms, you can monetize Facebook or Pinterest. These are all things that ASM leads you up to getting into more and more. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have my camera on. Redo.
Not a problem. We heard you. So that's the main thing. But thank you for showing your beautiful face. We definitely we are warned by that as well. Thank you, Mary, for sharing. I saw a question come in here. I forget who it was from offhand. It was Jordan. Has Amazon ever lost your inventory that you've owned? The answer is yes. They kind of lose stuff almost every day, Jordan. But here's the best part. They not only lose our inventory, but I welcome my emails in the morning when I look and it says FBA lost inventory reimbursement. Because what Amazon does is they actually pay us basically almost the retail price of what we would have sold our item for, even though they lost it. And it actually is more profit than if we sold it, because if we sold it, they would take out their 21% or whatever, and we actually make more money when they lose it. So I am very fine whenever they lose our inventory. In fact, today I think was $560 some odd they lost of our inventory. And I was like, all right, free money for our account. Totally happy with that. So not a problem. Plus, we have so much inventory in there, and they lose some stuff. I'm not really worried about it. Now, when you have brand new inventory and you only have a few items in there and they lose it, then you're like, oh man, I want to be selling because I want to increase my rankings. But once you get to become a bigger seller, you actually, I don't know, Janae, do you? I look forward to them losing my inventory, although I know Janae doesn't do as much FBA.
Yeah, I do just as much FBA. I only do a little bit of FBM just because only when I can't get inventory there. So the only problem when I have FBA losing my inventory is it's when it's running out of stock, it's about to get there, they lose it, and I don't have anything here to fulfill because I've sent it all in. So yeah, that's the only time I get kind of bummed. But actually, it's fairly easy to recover from. So yeah, they've lost a couple boxes. They lost a whole box of stuff when I sent to the UK, and it's like, oh man. So I got to scramble to get some stuff there for Christmas because I'd like to build the sales. But no, it's nice. I mean, it's not something like you're out all the profit. You're not. You've just made a little bit, so you can invest a little more in getting your inventory.
And what I want to do is I'm looking at the clock here. We're an hour and 15 minutes into the hangout already, and I know there's people that are on from across the world here. That's the middle of the night. So even though we'll keep on answering some questions here, because I want to make sure that by the time we get off, that you know that you have your question answered, that you are ready to move forward with ASM, either purchasing it right away, which I hope you're doing, so you can get the mentoring bonus and get our bonuses. But the main reason is that if you have something holding you back, basically, stay on, let us know what it is, and we'll make sure, I guarantee you that whatever is holding you back, we have an answer for to get you over the edge. So whatever it is, put those questions in there. But I want to share with you right now, in case people have to get off, what our fast start bonus training is going to be. And this is why I told you about that we were going to say at the end of the call here. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a special webinar next week. And it's an addition to our main webinars. I'm going to show you during the first week of Module 1, because Module 1 is only going to take you so far. In fact, if you go through Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, it takes you those whole 3 weeks before you're probably purchasing your product, just making a decision, moving forward, find a supplier, all that stuff. I'm going to show you in a bonus training next week for all you guys that are buying through us today. I'm going to show you, basically, I'm going to walk you through from point A to point B, to getting everything up and running, to getting it hosted, getting it online in Amazon for sale with the right product that you want to move forward with in time for the holiday shopping season. And I can almost guarantee you, by following the process step by step by step that I'm going to be doing on this bonus training, that you are going to double your $5,000 investment, if not much more, by December 31st. That is huge, and I can guarantee you're not going to find that anywhere. You're not going to find that teaching in ASM because they're going to take a few weeks to teach you everything. I'm going to give you everything right away next week, and you're going to be able to get started and do what Mary and I did that basically put us in a position to make $40,000 by the end of December 31st of our first few months in this program. The majority of people that are doing ASM, they'll take time to go through. They might not have that extra coaching that you're going to get through us, and they will eventually get a product up by the end of December, early January. And the reason is not because that they can't do it, because it can't be done or doable in that amount of time. The main reason is that they just up here, and Peter can share a little bit more about this, but they let the head get in the way. They start getting scared. They start having hesitation. They have a problem pulling the plug. What Mary and I did right away is we actually pulled the plug before we even had the training. In fact, I started taking, before the Module 1 even started, we had our first product ordered. We made mistakes, don't get me wrong, but we made a lot of money. Even if you make mistakes, you're going to make sales, and that's with the power of ASM because of the ASM tools. Trying to do this on your own, without the tools, without the coaching, without the training, it's going to be very difficult. With ASM, you have an unfair advantage that you can just dominate other people. In fact, there's so many other sellers right now that are selling on Amazon. Right now, I can go through, and I know it's getting late here, I can go through, find opportunities right now that people are selling, making thousands a day, and are making tons of mistakes where you can go in there and beat them. I can find them all day long. I'm very good at that. In fact, my two strengths with this business is finding product opportunities where there are holes that just people can take advantage of, and the second thing is my paid ads. I can let Janae and Peter and Mary tell you about it. But those are two things that I'm really good at, and I'm going to show you how to use those two strengths that I have to get you up and running to be doubling your money, taking action. Again, you're going to have to go through and take action, do everything I'm going to show you how to do, but to do everything so you're making that money and selling during the Christmas shopping season, because most people are going to miss it. Most people are going to be making money 2016 shopping season. I'm going to show you how to make it this shopping season. So go ahead and put your questions and comments in there. That is what I'm going to show. Maria said, that's amazing, Fast Start webinar. You read my mind. That is what we're talking about here, because I know a lot of people are saying, oh, man, why didn't they launch this course a month earlier? Well, you know, that would have been great. But they're launching it now. It is what it is. And we're going to show you how to get off the ground running. And I'll tell you right now, Janae and Peter can tell you about this. Things sell for Christmas. We do about 3 to 4 times our normal volume during the holidays. And we can turn up our advertising and make 5 to 6 times our return on the advertising money. And I'm talking about a few dollars a day if that's all you want to do. But here's the thing. I actually learned this many years ago from another internet marketer. His name's Perry Belcher. He said, if you could go down to the corner, let's say you go down to the gas station, and there's a guy sitting out there with a big truck, all right? And the guy says, there's a big sign that says, give me as many quarters as you can give me, and I'll give you $1 for every quarter you give me. How many quarters are you going to give that guy? How many quarters are you going to find to give that guy so he's going to give you $1 for every quarter that you give him? Well, that's what we're talking about here with the advertising with Amazon. Because the way it usually works is it usually at least 4 times your money. So for every quarter that you're spending in ads, you're going to get about $1 back in sales. I'm sorry, but I don't know where you can find that kind of return. And so I'm going to be teaching you that. You're going to learn that in the training too, but you're going to learn it a lot earlier from me on the Fast Start webinar, the Fast Start bonus. So what's kind of some questions we have coming in here, guys, that while I was talking that I might have missed here?
Can you address that ASM does give 1 free ticket, but then requires you to buy the second one?
Sure. If you're purchasing this course any day, but obviously by tomorrow, they're going to give you a free ticket to our event in Las Vegas, which is November 6th, 7th, and 8th, I believe, or 7th, 8th, and 9th. Not sure the exact dates in there, but it's that weekend. It's a 3-day live event. You get a free ticket. The only thing you need to do to get that free ticket is do a $50 deposit. Now, if you want to bring a business partner or a spouse, then they're going to charge you a full price ticket, and I believe the full price ticket is $497 to have that extra ticket. But I tell you right now, highly, highly worth it. If you can make it, great. If you can't make it, they are going to do a live streaming. For everyone that actually is purchasing, you get either the free ticket or the live stream, and you'll still have the recordings too after you go to the event as well. So hopefully that answers that question. So if you're doing this with a partner or you want to bring a partner, it's be a $50 deposit where you get that money back, and then the $497 for 1 extra ticket, basically. And those of you that are wondering too, we're also going to be doing a happy hour event at hopefully probably like the night before ASM starts. I don't have the schedule yet for them, but we'll definitely do a happy hour get together. I want to meet all of you that are coming to the event. We'll be able to meet up on breaks. But just so you know, the 3 days of events that are planned, 3-day event that's planned, it's just nonstop. It's just content, 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 and a lot of networking. So if you can go, that would be great. I will be there, and I do look forward to meeting everyone that is able to go. What if someone's overseas like myself can't attend the event in Vegas? Could I transfer the ticket to someone else in the States? So that's a great question, Matthew. If you put that ticket in whoever's person name, they want it to be a business partner. So you could do it in a business partner's name, and then you can make that happen. You can't say, like, sell it to me or give it to me unless I'm your business partner. So hopefully that answers your question. And if you do have someone else go to an event of your place, like your business partner or a family member from it's over here, you will still get access to live streaming as well. Wes says, how many products does the course suggest you start with? 1, 5, 10? If you get 10 products to start with, are you going to be overburdening yourself? First of all, the answer to the ending of that is yes, you are going to overburden yourself, Wes. We teach you to start with one product. Learn the process. Even if that one product is something that later on you're like, I don't even want to move forward with this product anymore, the whole point is to learn the process. Whatever you choose, as long as you're following the guidelines and you're not going out of the box with anything else that is taught, you're going to sell. Your product's going to sell. So start with one and then expand from there. In fact, a lot of us will tell you, some of us have done 4 or 5 products at once after we already knew the system, and that was overwhelming, and that was working with a spouse partner as well. So one to start and then grow from there. After you understand this business, you can actually outsource the entire business and just do the parts you really enjoy, and then you can do a lot more products after that. And then, once you have a product that's making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, it's $100,000 a month. It's doing the same thing, 10 or 20 different products, right? That's all it is. It's just duplicating and expanding on your brand. So let's say Matthew is apologizing for the typos. That's okay, Matthew. I'm making typos all the time. I apologize for any typos I do in my emails. I write them pretty quickly. How do you sell 3 different brands or niches under one seller's account? You just do it all in the same account. You have an account name, so you have a ABC Corporation name, for example, or ABC Company Limited, whatever. It doesn't have to be incorporated. And then under that, you can have 3 different brands selling the products from those 3 different brands. What you could do, though, is you could actually set up different seller accounts. And again, this is talking down the road. But you can set up different seller accounts. Amazon will allow you to do that for different brands. Because think of it this way. If you have a brand that you want to sell and someone wants to buy it from you, then you want to have them separate accounts set up. You'll learn all that in the ASM event. When is the event in Las Vegas? Again, I think it's November 6th, 7th, 8th. Whatever that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is of next month, so just 1 month away, actually less than a month away. Let's see. If we only sell one product, then how can we possibly make any money before Christmas? Because, Wes, I'm going to show you how to make at least $10,000 with one product. Hey, Peter, can you share with us how much money you made with one product before you quit your job?
Well, I'll put it this way. I've sold 50,000 units of one product. And so even if your profit margin was $5, $10, $15, $20 per that one product, the point is it's doable. What happens at Christmas is, honest to God, beyond comprehension. I know that Janae, her product line is so incredibly gift-oriented that Christmas for her is like, oh my God. Quick story. The Mall of America in Minneapolis, Minnesota was the largest mall in America when it was built. And it was 3 stories. They had an amusement park in the middle of the mall. The point is many of those stores would operate at a loss for 10 months out of the year. And Christmas was so big, it made up so much money that it made that store profitable for the entire year. Now, that's at one end of the spectrum where you go, holy crow, are you kidding me? And at Amazon, it's 10 times that, because we make profit all year round, and then all of a sudden Christmas comes along and you go, whoo-hoo! So you just need to make sure you're getting your inventory in stock beforehand, literally planning on Christmas 4, 5, 6 months in advance. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tongue-tied and ahead of myself. I get very excited about Christmas. So, um, there's one other capacity I wanted to share, and Dave, please correct me if I'm wrong. Um, when you join, you'll also have access to the ASM3, ASM4, and ASM5 training that we did, or no? You're muted, brother man.
All right, sorry about that. Thank you. You'll have access to our training, yes. So you'll have access to everything that we've ever done in our bonus group. That's correct. So
Yes.
you just won't have access to the ASM stuff, the old
Right.
stuff.
That's what I assumed, and I just wanted to say that I can't emphasize enough the bonuses that Dave has put together are so far off the chart it's ridiculous. The other portion of that is when I started, there wasn't even a Facebook group, and I literally worked by myself late at night watching the modules over and over and over and over. And as it grew and as time went by, the Facebook group evolved. And we had the ability to ask one another questions. And it's a very, very rare scenario for successful people to share their secrets with you for their successes and their failures, their mistakes and their road bumps and their potholes and the things that worked and didn't work. Not only is all of that available to you, it literally is a Google search. It literally, for those of you that are old enough to remember, an Encyclopedia Britannica. You have a resource, a reference as big as a library on the people that have already gone ahead of you. In addition to the bonuses that Dave has put together, there's also the physical, the live trainings that we have done at ASM3, ASM4, and ASM5. So the material that you're going to have access to is much, much, much larger than you're literally able to see right now based on what ASM is offering. The bonuses and the history is so phenomenal. The idea that I went through this by myself, Janae went through it by herself, and we fought and scratched and clawed. My goodness, we have so much more now at our disposal. So I say that only as encouragement. What you're going to get is so 10 times worth what you're going to pay, 100 times, a million times more than the price tag. So enough of me stumbling over my excitement. Dave, please take over again.
No, I like it when you stumble over your excitement. That's great. I did actually, you know, the funny thing was I was just playing around here with some of the links. I figured it, and I'll put it here in the sticky, the direct buy link. Remember I had the one that went to Social Secrets? It's actually amazing.com/ASM go. That will get you to the right place. So I'll put that in there. That's in the sticky now. I think that should be updated. Anyway, sorry about that. I made the mistake before. I should have had that. So it says amazing.com/ASM go will get you to the right one for the direct buy link for that if you want to go directly. Also, you know, we haven't really talked about even expansion. There's so much expansion outside of just amazing.com in the United States. And like we mentioned it briefly, I think Mary was talking about, you know, we're right now in the process of major expansion just of products. And then we were hoping to be able to go be in the Europe market and even Japan for Christmas. That's not going to happen for us. We're going to see what products are doing really well that we're launching right now, and then we're going to push those products to the international market. So we're going to test them here first before throwing it up all over the world. And it's just, again, there's only so much we can do. There's only so much time in a day. But really, when it comes down to it, you know, we're all about, you know, we're at a point where, you know, we're comfortable with what we're doing selling on Amazon, and what's important to us is us and our family to be able to travel, to be able to spend time with our loved ones, to be able to take time off when we want to take time off. I think Mary tomorrow, she said something that she's gonna tomorrow morning go down and see one of our daughter-in-law with 2 of the grandkids. She's gonna go spend some time over there. Why? Because she can. Because she can work when she wants to work and do it when she wants to do it. That's just, you know, we've been able to build that into what we do because of this great business and because we're so blessed with everything. Like Peter said, you know, he's able to live now outside the desert. So He doesn't have to deal with the unbearable 110-degree heat in the Phoenix area. He gets to brag about all summer long for 4 months when we're sitting down here sweating, Mary and I, saying how great it is out there, and then he's sitting there with his long hair and his foresty look up there, and I'm sitting here, with burnt skin and allergy issues from all the dust problems I have. So you can choose to do whatever you want. And again, this business allows for you to do a lot of that stuff. So there's a lot of things with European expansion, with Japan. India is coming on board. We have a guy on our team actually that is from India that's living out there right now, and he's going to be helping us and our team set up in India. I don't know anybody else in ASM that's doing that. We're going to have that access within our group because we're all about collaboration and helping one another. And I don't know how many people are in India, but I know there's a lot more people in India than there are in the United States. So that's a huge market. So even if if you did, the numbers that you've seen us do, I shared on the last call. If you haven't heard it, you can go into that recorded webinar, the recorded Google Hangout we did last week. You'll see I actually shared numbers that are on there. I'm not going to do it on this call, but go ahead and do it. They're huge numbers that we have done over the last 2 years. All of us, Mary and I, Peter, Janae, many people. And we've mainly just focused on the United States. We still haven't gone into Europe. We still haven't gone to Japan. We haven't gone to all these places yet. I know people that have tripled their business overnight by taking exactly what they're selling on Amazon.com and just moving it to those other markets. And you're going to be able to learn all that through ASM. They actually have a bonus model that's teaching European expansion. In addition to that, they teach you now, one of the things you can do is set up your own e-commerce platform, your own web store outside of Amazon. That's a whole nother thing of how to do that, and that's going to be taught in a bonus module. There's so many different ways. Like I said, other different platforms besides Amazon that you're going to be learning how to sell. You have a product, you're going to be able to put them other places. There's more opportunities for it to sell. So a lot of different expansion stuff that's going to be happening that you're going to have access to. So let's see, we still have 35 people that are still live on this call. And I'm assuming that some of you have not purchased. You haven't pulled the trigger on purchasing an ASM program yet. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to put in that chat box right there, what is holding you back? What is something of major concern? Because I want to make sure that we answer these questions for you. So whatever it is, we can help you get over that hump, because the very last thing that I would hate to see you do is I would hate to see Friday morning come and you're going to kick yourself in the butt because you did not purchase this program, and at 12:01 a.m. Friday morning Pacific Standard Time, you will not be able to purchase this course. It's closed, and a new course actually starts for the members on that Friday morning. You will not be able to get in the ASM anymore. You won't have the opportunity. And you say, oh, you know what, I'll just wait another 6 months until ASM opens again. Well, first of all, I'm not even sure ASM is going to open again. And if it does open again, it's probably going to be a lot more money. They've already been throwing out the $10,000 figure. They put it out there in the spring, and they said, I don't think we're going to be launching again. We're not doing a major launch, and if we did, it'll be $10,000. Then they launched this time right now, and they're saying, okay, we'll do one more time. Well, it's only a matter of time before they don't do it anymore, and they are going to sell it for $10,000. And even when is that going to be available, or will that coaching still be available? All this stuff. Don't wait. Again, you have all these things in place that are fail stops for you. It's a no-brainer, whether it's from amazing.com or it's through us. I can't think of a reason that would hold you back. But if there is reasons right now, I want you to put it in the chat box. So please tell me, what is it that would be holding you back? And if you guys have already seen a couple of those things, let me know that I haven't seen them. I'm trying to catch up on some of the old stuff right here. Has anyone put in there something that's holding them back? And if you haven't put it in there yet, put it in the chat box. Just put in there concern or roadblock, and then put what your question is. I want to know what it is, because I know that we'll be able to answer that for you. And again, we want to get you to a better place. We'll put it this way. I don't know if, obviously you're on this call because you want to make a change. Again, it could be many different reasons. Maybe it is you want to get out of your job. Maybe it is, a little bit of financial help could help you a lot. Whatever it is, the fact is that if you don't make a change, you're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow. You're going to get the same results tomorrow. Okay? It's Einstein's definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It's not going to happen. If you want change to happen, you have to make a change. And there's experts out there. There's multi-million-dollar millionaires, billionaires. Sir Richard Branson sat at our event last summer, I think it was. The last time we had an event was last July, I believe. He came on stage and he basically said, this is where you want to be. You want to be in ASM. You want to be selling the product business. Robert Kiyosaki says, there's two things that he highly recommends to anyone that's working a job right now, and that's to start your own business, either digitally or the product business through ASM. Okay? These are things that if you're not doing, you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. You're going to find yourself in the same place. This is your chance to step out to make a difference, to start changing your financial future for you and your family. So let's see. Matthew says, hey, just a thought. If you want to help me so much, how about you pay the $4,997 for me? Well, Matthew, that would be a charity. And I'll tell you right now, what we're doing right now, and I'll be very honest with you, Matthew. Mary and I have paid for other people to do this business. And guess what? They did nothing. It was because they didn't put their money up, they didn't put the money where their mouth was, and they didn't even, we gave them the free course. We even helped coach them, and they did nothing with it. No one is getting a free handout. If you want to make a difference, you have to step up and make a difference yourself. I had to do it. Mary did it with me. Peter had to do it. Janae heard it. You guys heard our stories. I'm sorry, Matthew, but you have to find a way to come up with the $5,000, or find someone that believes in you, find someone who wants to partner with you, and have them help put up the money, and then they can have a share in your business. Because anyone that you're going to have put up money for you, they're going to have a share, a stake in your business. And I'm sorry, but I don't have time in my life, in my business life, to be able to help other people right now outside of what we're already doing. We can barely keep up with our own business. So anyway, Matthew said he's just kidding, but that's important, Matthew. I'm glad you asked that question, because even if you are just kidding, there are people that do feel that way. So I wanted to make sure that I share that. So May says, how to make a payment? How to make the payment is holding me back. If I pay by credit card, it'll max out my credit. Then I won't have the money for the product. That is my challenge. Good thing there. So if you say max out your card, May, is it going to max out with the $14.97 payment or with the full $4,997 payment? If it's not going to max out with the payment plan, then that's where I suggest you get started. Again, like I was just sharing the whole thing, I was responding to Matthew there. See who you can speak to. You could talk to. There's excuse me. There's people that will invest in you and your business. Maybe people that you're close with. They might want a share of your business or stake in it. But there's options out there. See what options you have. But we had a guy last time in ASM 5 that he actually sold. And again, it's probably a little too late for this now, because unless you sell it for your payments you're going to be making on your credit card. We had people that went through their houses. In fact, I had a guy that sold an extra car to be able to make the payments to do this business. Where there's a will, there's a way. So I don't know what your situation is, but where there's a will, there's a way. Okay? If you want to change your financial life, make it happen. Mary and I made it happen. Peter made it happen. Janae made it happen. I know tons of people that have made it happen. Find it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Bill says,
Wes asked a question, and I want to address it. And he wants to know, if we were to start all over again, what would be an example of the first product you would choose? Well, I can tell you what I wouldn't choose, and that would be anything that was complicated, had a lot of buttons, had a lot of electronics, you had to be mechanically inclined to do it. Easy, simple, light, but you know what? That's all taught in the course.
I agree. I was just responding back to this question. Who was it that Chris Than actually said, what is the usual profit rate? Any difference if you live in the U.S. or abroad? It doesn't really matter if you live in the U.S. or abroad. In fact, people that were talking before about the exchange rate, think of it this way. I'd rather the exchange rate be in your favor for getting the funds back that you're making profit than the other way around. In other words, I'd rather pay a little bit more money on the exchange rate up front for the course for $5,000 and then the hundreds of thousands of dollars that you start making with this business to come back the opposite way in the exchange rate for the better for you. So, I mean, again, think of things in a positive way. If later, I mean, if you heard some of the testimonials that came from, I've heard on some of these calls with ASM, they all said, looking back on it now, I couldn't believe that, why I was struggling with this. Right? I look back on it now and I think, wow, the price of this course is so minuscule compared to what this business really is. Think about what a franchising business would start. I think opening a McDonald's is it almost $1 million now? I know it's over $500,000. Just to start, just to have the rights to have a McDonald's business, it's ridiculous. We're talking about $5,000. What Mary and I have been able to turn from that initial investment of our course to what we're making now on a monthly business basis, what we made now over the last 2 years, you don't get that kind of return. It doesn't happen. And this is something, that's why people, they hear this business, they're like, the old adage, if it's too good to be true, it's not true, right? Well, I'm sorry, but this bucks that. This is actually the real deal, and you have a money-back guarantee. Rich says they quoted me $850,000 to open a Bojangles in town. $850,000. Wow, Rich, did you do it? I'm guessing not. That's why you're here. Or if you did do it, I don't know if it was successful. Amran says, how do we handle returns if we're living overseas? Amazon does it all for you. Amazon does your shipping, the fulfillment, the customer service on that end, and the returns that come back, and they handle everything, all the finances of that for you. That's one of the reasons why we're totally okay giving them 20, 25, 21% of every order that goes through. Totally fine with that. In fact, a lot of times you'll start seeing them advertising on for you on Google. You'll go on Google or even on Amazon, like, wait, I didn't put that ad there. Amazon's doing it for you. Why? Because they have a stake in your business. You're partnering with Amazon. What better, where can you partner with a business that is going to be doing over $100 billion this year? It's unheard of. Claire says, what is the success rate? Claire, I don't know exactly what the success rate is, but I can tell you this, and I bet you the others on the call can agree with me on this. If you take the action and you follow the steps, I think the success rate is 100%. The only people that don't get success in this business are people that don't follow directions or don't take the action. You guys agree with me on that?
Let me give you a little bit of a tip, too. Jason just created a video for everybody, ASM 1 through ASM 5. So all of the current members, he created a video especially for us, even though he's so busy concentrating on making sure you ASM 6 members have all this information. Created a video especially for us saying, hey, we want to encourage you to get, to progress, because we know if you're not successful, you're just not taking the course. Tell us what you need, right? And he gave us all sorts of incentives. He wants people to make sure that, we're going through the course. He wants us all to be successful. So you're not going to be left in the cold by any stretch. You've got all of us in the Kettner team to have a little more personal, but then you've got the entire huge community of ASM as well. You're not going to lack for help anywhere. Whatever, we say this a lot, whatever you encounter, no matter what problem you find in your business, there's going to be someone here that's encountered it already.
Exactly. Okay. Any other thing that's holding people back? I see that Camilo said that that a firm is not approving me. I'll have to find a partner if I'm not approved. You got a little more than 24 hours, Camilo. Again, there's a will, there's a way. If you know that you want this course, find a way to make it happen. You can even find someone, if you're in the U.S., you have family in the U.S., find someone that will get approved, and then you make the payments back through them. Maybe even give them a little bit of a profit on your business for a certain amount as well. Again, figure out a way to make it happen. Rich says, if you follow the training and take the steps and don't deviate, you'll be successful. This must be Rich. Is Dr. Rich on the call here? I didn't even realize that. He says, I have a 5K badge already, and I would have a 10K badge by now if I didn't run out of stock. My restock of 600 units is en route. He's the one that I showed that had the picture with him with a DHL truck in the background. That was Monday. So thanks, Rich, for sharing that. Yeah, exactly. And that's Rich, who says there's certain weeks where he works 80 hours in a week because he has his own practice, and he also has, I think he does some educational stuff as well. So if you guys want to hear a little bit about him and what he talks about this business, again, he was on our last call. That's, if you go on our bonus page, you'll see that that hangout recording from last time. Rich Truxillo. Truxillo? I'll get it right one of these times, Rich. Anyway, where are we at here? I think we got everything answered. Again, we're at an hour 46 into our hangout today. We still have 32 attendees live, and that's incredible. Thanks for sticking around as long as you guys did. Hopefully we answered a lot of your questions. Hopefully we gave you the incentive that you need, if you haven't already, to get into ASM and make this happen for you, because we want you to be part of this family. We want you making a difference for your family, and we look forward to meeting you and seeing your success as well. That's why we do this. I mean, we're doing this because it does in turn help us because we all learn together, but people have done this for us, people have been there for us, and we're in turn paying it back as well. Don't get me wrong, we do make a commission from the sales of this course. We do. But we make more commissions from the sales of our products, and in fact, I share this a lot. We would be making more money if we took this time, I know Mary and I especially, if we took this time, although at this time right now we would be relaxing with a glass of wine, sitting on the couch right now, but if we took this time to actually put it into our business instead of putting it into these training webinars, we would make a lot more in our business, a lot more than we'd ever make from an ASM sale. So the incentive is there because we care, because our hearts are there, because we've been blessed and we want to in turn bless others with this amazing business. And hopefully that you guys hear that and you see that and all that we're trying to do and help you out. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one that takes the next step. You have to be the one, like I said before, to make that change. You got to choose the right vehicle to make that happen. And I know there's a lot of junk that's out there. There's a lot of bad opportunities. There's a lot of people that will steal your money. This is one of the ones that takes all that stuff, the bad name stuff, and is the real deal, and puts the guarantees backing behind it, and has tons of people backing behind it. If you haven't gone to Amazing, just go to amazing.com. Before you log in, scroll all the way down to the bottom of that and look at the success that ASM students are having. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know there's more than 15,000 ASM students that collectively, together, are doing over $45 million in revenue on Amazon alone a month. 15,000 ASM students doing over $45 million in revenue a month. Let that sink in. It's a successful program. There's a reason why it's the #1 internet marketing program of all time. There's a reason why this is the 6th launch, because it is successful. If it only went 2 launches and stopped, okay, I guess it doesn't work anymore. They keep launching it because it works, and they keep having more and more success. So I hope you guys see that. You guys have a little bit more than 24 hours. The course will close tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you're watching this recording, that is Thursday, October 15th. Hopefully you have time to get in. Hopefully you get the course tonight if you haven't already, because you can take advantage of that mentoring bonus if it's still available. But hopefully you do get in, because I'll tell you right now, down the road you'll kick yourself. There are people that have actually, if you go back and look at some of the comments from those Hangouts today, there's a few people in those Hangout comments that said, I wish I did this when I heard about this 6 months ago or a year ago. I'm getting it now, but where would I have been if I would have listened when I first heard of this? All right? So I hope you're able to jump on board. I hope you find the means. I hope you find that where that will, there's a way. And I hope you come on board with us, because we're a big, happy family, and we work together. And you see, there's people actually that are in our group. I saw Paul. I seen Rich. There's a few others I think that are in there that are actually already in our group, that are already making money, that are already doing sales. They're in there because they want to help and assist others as well. It's that pay it forward mentality. So any closing remarks? How about Mary, you want to close up some closing remarks before we take off?
I just want to encourage anyone, if you have any doubts, put them aside. If you have to get a business partner or two to make this happen, get the course. You can always divide the business later if you want to be your own person. Or maybe you just launch into another whole business outside of those. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. I didn't know anything. I could, type a little bit. I could, do some advertising, but nothing like this. The course teaches it all. And whatever you get a little confused, well, that's where we're here to help. Our Facebook group, the mentors that we have, they're excellent. They've been in the business. They are doing business on Amazon, and they are making a very profitable income. That's where we stand out. That's where we actually overcome anybody else who is selling this course, is that we're able to sit and say, we're doing an income far and beyond what we were ever making in 1 month, what we used to make in a year. And we want to teach you how to do that. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Mary. No, I appreciate that. It's really crazy when you start talking some of that income there. When you make more in a month than you made in a year prior, and you worked a lot harder, and you get to do it on your own terms. It's really amazing. Again, it's a blessing. This is a blessing just for you guys to be able to see this opportunity. Hopefully, you can jump on board with it as well. I see Peter dropped off, so how about Janae? Last closing comments there for you?
Same kind of thing. If you have any doubts, don't. Besides us all telling you, yeah, you can make it, we'll help you make it, we want you to make it, we'll make sure you make it, you've got a guarantee. If you absolutely go, can't use a computer, you drop off the deep end, just cannot do it, you've got that 30-day guarantee. I haven't met, we've got 12-year-olds doing this business, okay? We have my 7-year-old, she helped me select products a couple of years ago. The ones that she selected are doing some of our best sellers. But yeah, we literally have 11 and 12-year-olds that have followed the course beginning to end and are doing very, very well. It's a no-brainer. But we have that guarantee. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, plus we have some amazing, do we still have the buy-it-back guarantee, Dave?
We have the success guarantee,
right,
which is better than the buyback because, like I said, it's better. It's better that people are buying the program because they want success, not because they want a refund. So we're guaranteed success.
That's even better. So yeah, you have no problem there. Just all you have to do is apply yourself. The course, and don't be afraid. The courses are so simple. They're in little itty bitty chunks. No more than 10, 15 minutes per. You watch one, you do what it says. You watch another one, you do what it says. It's not okay. It's easy. It's not simple. But it's easy because you have one little step after another, and if you ever get stuck, you just ask for help. You cannot lose with this. Don't pass up this opportunity to change your life and to change your family's life tonight and for the rest of your lives. Your life starts right now, right now. With this course, this business, this community, we are your new best friends. We are your new family, and I stand behind that. I know Dave, Mary, Peter, Rich, a lot of our community. They're on there. They're on here just because they enjoy helping people. So yeah, you don't have anything to fear. Let us take that away from you. Get started.
Thanks, Janae. Also, very from the heart. And just so you know, Janae is on East Coast time right now, and she's coming up on 11 p.m. And so I know she has kiddos is going to be up early in the morning. So, Janae, thank you so much for being on as long as you have. Let's see. Wes says, when you close the webinar, how do I purchase? Wes, any of those links we sent you, if you go to our bonuses page, you can buy it through there. If you go to amazing.com/ASM Go, you can get it there. any of those emails we send you, I think they all have links that will go eventually to a bonus to a buy page. If you're not sure, send us send an email back and say whoever sent you the email, and they'll respond to you with a direct link. But amazing.com/ASM Go will take you directly to that page. You should be good to go. Rich says, are the links broken? Those links are actually working out just good. So DaveKettner.com/go will take you to the bonus page, and amazing.com/ASM Go will take you to the buy link directly, and you should be good to go. Wes, the sticky note will be there in the morning, but we're going to send emails tomorrow. They'll give you a heads up too if you guys are going to wait to the last day. And just so you know, the majority of sales are done on the last day because I think people just wait to the last minute, but that's okay. We want you to make an educated decision. Hopefully we gave you enough to be able to answer and help you get on with this investment for you, and your business. I obviously been talking a lot here. I can feel my voice going. But tomorrow we'll be sending out emails. You'll have the last chance emails. On our bonuses page, there's a Skype chat access. If you go on there, you'll get directly to us. We can answer your questions on Skype. If you respond to any of the emails, whoever sent you those emails, including myself, will be able to respond back with any of your questions. And if you need to speak to us on the phone, on the bonuses page, I believe our phone number is on there as well. So you have plenty of ways to get a hold of us. Make sure that you don't wait past tomorrow night at midnight Pacific Standard Time. Otherwise, you won't have access. And even if you want in at 1 a.m. on Friday morning, we won't be able to get you in. It's closed. So be sure you take advantage of that and get in there. Rich says DaveKettner.com.go verified all links are good. Yes, all the links work on the bonuses page. You should be good to go there. If it doesn't work, make sure you get a hold of us. Gladys says when you go through a firm, they require you to sign into your bank account to get info. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not really sure about the a firm, Gladys. This is the first time they're using a firm. I've never used it, so I'm not really sure if they take a payment right away or now, or if it's on a credit card. I'm not really sure about that. I'm assuming they will take it out, your first payment, right through your bank account is what I would think. Yeah, that sticky note is wrong, Wes. It's I thought I changed it, but it should be amazing.com. You know what? Did it ever not post again? Oh, I'm sorry. I had to remove the sticky and then put it back in. So I do apologize. Here, I'll put it back in here for you. It's amazing.com/ASM Go. I had retyped it in there and I never hit the remove and reset, so I apologize. That's the right one there. Okay, that one will work. And let me see if there's any more last questions here. Rich says, I forgot about the kids selling baby products making $4,000 a month, LOL. Claire says, your system doesn't work. I choose a firm and it doesn't accept. Claire, a firm is actually based on your credit. It goes by your credit, unfortunately. So it's not our system not working. If a firm doesn't work, it's just not approving you. Again, you can use a credit card. You should be good on that. I think that's it there. So again, you'll have everything that'll be coming through for tomorrow. If you need all that stuff, get a hold of us. Don't wait. As you guys have heard, don't let it go past that. You missed the deadline on this. You're kicking yourself later, and you'll be good to go. My sticky note link says amazing. It should be okay now. I see it there. It's Wes. It's amazing.com/ASM Go, and I'll put it into a direct post to you, so you have that there as well. If you have any questions, Wes or anybody else, email me directly. My direct email is kettnerteam, KETTNERTEAM @gmail.com. That'll go directly to me, and I will be on to answer your question tonight if you need it, and all day tomorrow. So Karam says amazing.com/my mentor has disappeared. They took it down, but they did tell me if you buy tonight, you'll still be able to get the My Mentor bonus. So make sure you get that. Claire says they didn't ask me. Claire, I don't know. I just know that if you go through there, it'll go through. If you have any problems with payment, any problems with a firm, you can go to the amazing.com support. You can send a ticket to support@amazing.com. They have people around the clock right now. There is a phone number, I believe, on the end of our bonus page. There, I have a direct phone number for amazing.com. Any of that, you'll be able to get support to be able to answer any of your questions with payment or whatever. So you have email, you have phone, you have Skype, you have all kinds of different chat options, okay? So make sure you get answers to whatever it is. We went 2 hours tonight, guys. It definitely didn't plan on doing that, but we're here because you had the questions, and hopefully that we had as much as we could answered to get you in the right place to moving forward with this business. So again, thank you all for being on. We had 62% of the people that started this webinar, this Google Hangout, are still on board with us. So 62% of the people stayed on for the full 2 hours. Thank you. That means a lot, and hopefully now you're going to move forward and take action for your business. Don't forget, make sure that you send me forward us your ASM invoice to kettnerteam@gmail.com. That information's on the bonus page, and we'll get you the bonuses right away. Wes says, the ASM, go get me to the bonuses. The bonuses will be Dave Kettner. I'll post this too. DaveKettner.com/go will get you to the bonuses page. But as long as you came through us, you're probably already cookied in to us. You'll get the bonuses. And either way, if you send the Kettner.team@gmail.com, you forward us your ASM for some reason that your purchase was not tied to us, tied to our team, we can get it fixed. All right, so don't worry about it. The main thing is purchase ASM. Everything can be fixed on the back end. All right, so with that said, guys, have a wonderful night. No matter wherever you may be in the world, it might be early in the morning for you or the middle of the night. I know it's getting late here, and I was late for Janae. Thank you for everyone that stayed on the call as long as you did, and we look forward to having you in this amazing opportunity with amazing selling machine and being on board with our team. So with that said, also too, don't forget, once you join our team, I'll be getting the information to the Fast Start webinar that we'll be holding early next week, and to get you off the ground running. I'm super excited to get you guys doing that and having everyone having success, selling success with this program this Christmas. So that said, guys, have a wonderful night. Take care, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.